SoresanCrockxen clan members, Poke fans. Okay, I'm a little upset of having to make this video because I finished editing all the reviews, okay, and I was gonna start uploading them, and then I realized that my episode 39 recording is just gone. Okay, I can't find it anywhere. Okay, it's nowhere in any of my files. And it's literally the only episode that's missing. I have episode like 30 to 41, and 39 is just missing. And I'm salty about that because I watched these episodes a little while back, right? So I'm basically going through memory because I'm not going to rewatch the whole episode because I need to get this done so I can start watching the new episodes because I'm really behind, okay? The new season starts in basically 2 weeks, and I'm not going to be able to catch up all the reviews by the time that shit comes out. So I'm really trying to just go off what I remember about this episode because I know I liked it. Okay, I really enjoyed this episode. It was a dot-centered episode, and it's like the first of like 3 that we had, and I really liked that. Okay, I really liked Dot in this episode and seeing the analytical side of Pokemon battling, which is what she's supposed to represent. You know, when you see all 3 kids, right? I've mentioned this in other reviews, and I think I mentioned it in the episode 41 review, and I'll say so you'll hear it twice. But essentially, Liko is the newbie who's just trying to get around in the world and learn how battles work, and so she's just trying to get a feel of how other people battle and try to develop her own battle style. Roy is the gun-ho, like, I'm just gonna attack, like, I'm trying to overwhelm you with attacks, you know, and like he gets strategical sometimes, don't get me wrong, but for the most part he's like the heads-on, like, I'm just gonna go. And Dot has been portrayed to be more analytical fighter. You know, she likes to think about the scenarios, everything that's happening, the field of view that she has, the way the Pokemon interact things, and she comes up with plans like that. So she's very more like strategy based. So I like the fact that we're seeing all 3 sides of this, and this episode really showcased that. I guess I should probably give you guys like a brief rundown of what happens in this episode. They're out buying supplies. Okay, all the characters are buying supplies. And Dot happens to run into a Tinkatink, which, okay, another like Pokemon that I really like. Okay, I like Tinkaton, the Tinkaton line in Gen 9, so I'm really happy to see it be showcased. And from the moment they showed it off in the beginning of the episode, I was like, Dot's catching this thing. Okay, that was my perception. I probably, if I had been following the news cycles when these episodes were actually about to air, I probably would have made a video saying, oh, this is, you know, Dot's first catch, you know, or stuff like that, because I did the same thing with Liko catching Hatena and stuff like that, and with Roy catching Wattrel. So they're making it quite obvious when these kids are going to catch a new Mon, which I feel like it's a little bit of a hindrance for me personally, because I like the surprise factor. Although maybe it's just the fact that I've been watching Pokemon for so long that I know the signs that are happening, and that's probably why I'm able to just pick up on the fact, oh, well, they're gonna have this one. So it might just be that. It might not just be that they're as obvious that they're making it out to be. But for the most part, I knew she was gonna catch it at the end of the episode, and it basically became like a follower Pokemon, which we've seen in the past. But this one didn't drag on as long because it only happened in the same episode. But Tinkating follows them, and like there's this whole drama on the ship of like Oreo bought like a bunch of metal. And they're like, oh, I'm going to use this for repairs, and we're going to do stuff with it. And all of a sudden, the metal just starts disappearing. And then everybody starts blaming Tinkating because, well, it's a Pokemon that likes to make, you know, hammers. That's the whole point of the line. They really want to make sure they have, like, the perfect hammer for themselves and stuff like that. They like to grab as much metal and just tink with it. That's what the fucking point of the line is. That's the whole naming convention behind it. So they're all blaming Tinkating, but they don't pick up the fact there's a giant-ass hole in the middle of their ship, and that's when they find out that it's a fucking Earthworm. And, like, listen, I thought Earthworm is like one of the weirder Pokemons in Gen 9, okay? But I liked it in this episode because it was goofy as hell, okay? The whole eyes, like, rolling around and wiggling its arms, like, it was hilarious, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I did laugh a little bit, okay? I did chuckle because it was funny. And then, like, it's, like, trying to, like, stop it from going anywhere. And so, essentially, it becomes, like, a Dot versus Earthworm. And this is where the analytical side of her battling style comes in. Because she can't get to it. Like, she's not really doing much with it. And so she decides, okay, I know how to beat this thing. Because she notices how it's moving. Because every time she uses Water Gun, Earthworm doesn't go anywhere this area. So what she decides to do is trap the earthworm by spraying water in a pattern to trap it. And so it's only going to be able to go toward her to escape. So she's able to win. And this is one of the things that I mentioned in the episode 41 review is like they're really showing Dot to be like the best battler out of the 3 kids, even though she has the least actual experience. Which I don't know how to feel about that. Okay, I guess it's just from the fact that she's watches battles so frequently, and she analyzes everything that maybe she just picks up on things a little bit better than the other 2 can. But it just feels weird that she's the only one with an impact record as of now. But all for her. I like Dot. I like she's a really good character, and at the end of the episode she catches the Ting-a-Ting. So now we have a new part. So basically all characters have at minimum 2 mons. So Liko has Sprigatito and Hatena, and then if you want to count the Tropicals, you can, but she's not really like she doesn't have it in Pokeball, right? So it doesn't count. Roy has Fuecoco and Watcho, and then now Dot has Quaxley and Ting-a-Ting. So I'm liking the fact that they're trying to keep them in sort of like a on the same playing field, even though it doesn't necessarily feel that way when it comes to certain things. So we'll just have to wait and see how the rest of this season goes. I'm finishing this up. I'm going to edit this down, and then I'm going to start uploading the video. So I do want to apologize again, because you're going to get spammed in your subscription box from my channel if you do follow me. If you don't, well then, hi. Please join the Crockxen clan if you want to. But I'm going to be uploading all the episodes back to back to back. So you're going to get at least one every day for the foreseeable future. And then as soon as all of them are uploaded, I'm going to start watching I believe the last 4 episodes of the season, which are, I know one of them is like a Palafin episode. And then the latest one, which I did get spoiled on, okay, I talked to you about that, but that's fine, okay, things happen sometimes. But those are like the only 2 episodes I know of, 2 episodes that I know something happens in them. And I don't know too much about what happens in the last episode that happened this week as I'm recording this video, which is like the last episode of the season. I just know I got spoiled on something that I probably shouldn't have, but that's besides the point. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And like I said, apologies for the spam, but I need to catch up for you guys. So we'll see you guys in the next one. This has been your boy SoresanCrockxen, and I'll see you guys in future videos, shorts, streams, and everything in between.